Hello friends, it's Friday night in Santa Cruz, and it's been quite an adventure. Our Thursday plans were scuttled due to political unrest over election fraud. Bolivia is in chaos, so we got up very early Thursday morning and relocated to the homes of our hosts, the Campbells and the Browns. We spent time together, hanging out, debriefing some, spent a lot of time in prayer, and spent a fair amount of time just resting and recuperating. They had a wonderful pool for us, and it was a great time. Thursday in the evening, we thought that we might be able to venture out to find a place for dinner, because usually these kinds of protests tail off in the evening, and they had not tailed off. We were thwarted by blockades all along the way, and finally made our way back, picked up a couple of pizzas, and had some sandwiches, and bunked in various couches and beds and such at our hosts' homes. Friday morning, up and at 'em, and it was determined that the best way to depart was to think not so much in terms of departure, but more in terms of evacuation. So what we ended up doing, well, I'll let some of my friends describe how we got to the Cochabamba airport.
Well, today has been quite an exciting day. We started out early this morning knowing that the roads were going to be blocked, and we had to get all the way to the airport. We were about 7 miles away from the airport. Found out by walking up past our gate of the place we were staying that they already had that barricaded. It was dirt road for another half a mile, so we had to carry our luggage up this dirt road all the way to the paved road, and then 4 hours of walking on paved road, putting our bags over all these barricades. You couldn't believe the amount of barricades that we went over. Hundreds of barricades we had to go over, pulling our suitcases and our backpacks. But here's the cool thing. The people were so excited that we were honoring their traditions. We were honoring them as the Bolivian people, and that we were walking instead of barging through the barricades. And we found out that those people really were thankful that we were there and that we were supporting them.
We'll hurt tomorrow, but today was awesome. Seriously, loved it. I enjoyed it the whole way.
So there's so many things going through my mind right now. Like, our prayer team at home was praying, like 3 people texted me separately and said they were praying for the Red Sea to part for us, and that literally was what was happening. And only God can orchestrate that. The Bolivian people thought of us as more of a parade of people in support of them, and they are so genuine, loving, kind, gentle people. If the world could be like their hearts. Such a great example for us that we could do this together. And I'm going to have medals made for the first Paradigm Trip Bolivian 10K when I get home, because everybody here was rock stars. You would be so impressed.
Well, when we first started out walking, it was a little tough through the dirt and rocks. We had to pack our suitcase. But as we got up to the main roads and came to the manned checkpoints, we weren't really sure what to expect, and neither were they. There was a bunch of gringos carrying their suitcases down the middle of the street. I even saw a few guys kind of pull up their pants like they're getting ready for a fight and rush over and kind of watch us coming up. And as soon as we began to shout to them, "Viva Bolivia," they began to clap and cheer. Many people were taking our pictures and videos, and I think once they understood that we were in commonness with them, we weren't out to cause any problems or issues, they were clapping and cheering, and really it was quite inspirational to see these people taking the political matters into their hands in the only way that they knew how. And it was really kind of a fun thing to be a part of that. A little bit of a long walk. I have never pushed a suitcase for 7.5 miles, and I don't recommend it. But it was a great experience, and I'm glad that we got to do that.
It's good.